US expeditionary forces are limited in their strength and without meaningful Allied support. As such, they are unable to sustain a long-term operation. In a bid to leverage their strengths, US command orders the seizure of Kaliningrad to be used as a bargaining chip. In the first stage of a three-pronged attack, US airborne forces executed their assault on the Naval Airbase near the city. Paratroopers secured key infrastructure before Russian defenses could react, and in just 70 minutes, the base was under American control, its runways ready to receive the heavy weapons and supplies needed for the assault to come. Across the Baltic, Russian High Command was already countering. Flying low under the radar coverage, squadrons of Russian attack and heavy lift helicopters raced towards their target. Their mission was clear: cripple the nation's power grid and plunge it into chaos. Welcome back to Broken Arrow. We're up to mission 4, and the campaign is interesting in that it lets you play both sides, so we're going to play as the Russians as if it were a concurrent event. Let's take control of the nuclear power plant. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, it helps immensely.
The Ignalina nuclear power plant, located right next to the frontier, is a very vulnerable strategic asset. It supplies about 70% of the Baltic states' electricity, so shutting it down would strongly impact their resistance. TV and radio, cell phones, street cameras, everything would stop working. The power plant is surrounded by a very swampy area, which makes ground operations difficult to accomplish. But this is not a problem for us. We have VDV units that can be transported by helicopter. Shutting down a power plant is a matter of minutes, while turning it back on takes weeks. So this is gonna be a hit-and-run operation. We secure the perimeter, drop a team of assault engineers, they shut down the power plant, and everyone goes home before sunrise. Captain Battalion, thank you for making yourself available at such short notice. This is much appreciated.
My pleasure, Agent Morozova. When the duty calls, I'm always the first to answer.
Almost. Commander, please meet Captain Battalion, who will support you during this operation. He's one of our most brilliant young officers.
But I thought you said I would be in command. I'm perfectly capable of handling this whole operation on my own.
There is no doubt about your abilities, Captain. But this is no longer an exercise, and one of you could be injured. So we must ensure there is redundancy in the chain of command. Now let's get to work, shall we? The assault group tasked with securing the perimeter of the power plant will be brought first and escorted by attack helicopters. The enemy resistance in the vicinity should be limited to the local reserve units. They have neither the equipment nor the training to face our airborne forces. Once the perimeter is secured, we send a second wave of helicopters carrying the engineers and additional reinforcements. The activation of the emergency shutdown of the power plant should not take long. Once this is done, we'll send the helicopter back to pick you up. The engineers will be evacuated first, followed by your airborne troops. Hopefully, you should be back before the enemy even has time to realize what's going on. The power plant is straight ahead. Begin the attack. Suppress all the enemy resistance and secure the landing zone.
Here we go. Try to keep up with me, Commander, because I won't wait for you. Давай!
Now, I have already played this mission, but sometimes I'm amateur and I forget to record them. So I had all this commentary, and it was worthless. But it's okay because it's a fun mission. We have Mi-35s with rockets and guns.
Patrols around the power plant eliminated. Keep up the good work.
And I believe we have a Ka-52 as well. Yes, we do. And that one has our ATGMs. Oh, look at that.
Center clear for landing. Resistance crushed.
I would have preferred to keep those intact. But the captain is quite impetuous.
Railway station clear. Nice fireworks. Battalion for HQ. All the landing zones are secured.
Good job, you two. Continue to patrol the area and keep the landing zone safe. I'm sending in the transport helicopters.
Oh, don't shoot it. I just wanted to capture it. I wanted to steal the supplies.
Двигаемся на новую позицию. Летим. Атакую отмеченную область.
We don't really need to help them. They will take care of most of the forces. But we better make it look like we're doing something.
Вертикальная на связи. Вертушки здесь. Камов слушает. Вертикальная
I think that's all the hostiles. They are dropping supplies.
We've got boots on the ground in the logistics center.
новая точка получена.
Let's try and get this guy.
Taking over the railway station.
Противника. Координаты принял.
So we have a few units of infantry, and we'll have to hold on for a little while.
Our Spetsnaz have stormed the power plant. Not much resistance encountered, but some workers have locked themselves behind the blast doors of the main control room. I'm sending the attack helicopters back to base immediately to escort the second wave containing the assault engineers. Defend the perimeter with what you have in the meantime. Don't let anybody reach the power plant.
Пехота здесь. You heard her, guys. Defend the perimeter and hold until the second wave arrives. I hope I can count on you to help with the defense, Commander.
Туда.
Well, let's reposition some of our infantry to be more useful. I'm going to set up an ambush position here. And I think I might leave everybody else there. I might reposition the grenade system a bit later.
Enemy vehicles coming our way at the train station. Let's ambush them.
Well, if I don't do it now, I might forget. Let's move them over here. Here comes our candidate for ambush.
Пехота ждет.
Let's hold fire with this lead element here. We'll wait for them to turn around the corner before we open fire.
Пехота ждет приказа.
They saw us at the last moment, but they're moving way too fast. Hold fire again. We have unarmed trucks here, so the ambush will pull off really nicely. Open fire. Beautifully done.
Enemy convoy destroyed.
They
We
surrendered.
took prisoners, the reservists from the local garrison, which has been put on alert.
СМДВ.
And we'll rotate these guys out. They took a casualty.
ВДВ здесь. Бог простит.
This side has ATGMs.
Beware!
Let's bring them over to help our allies.
Пехота здесь. Ведем бой.
These guys are a little bit vulnerable here.
ВДВ
They
слушает.
only have short-range anti-tank weapons.
Марш-бросок.
we're backed up by 3 ATGM teams, as well as the grenade launchers. Got another unit of VDV in that other building near the tree line in case anyone tries to sneak through. Absolutely splattered by grenade fire.
The attack on the left flank has been repelled. Well done, guys. Keep it up.
Десант готов.
So mostly we just have to manage our supplies and our positioning for the next 5 minutes or so.
Меняем ППД.
We're going to set up another ambush.
Без команды не стрелять.
It's a fresh unit in there,
Пехота.
ready to fight. We have no line of sight there, so I should reposition that ATGM when it's safe.
ВДВ на приеме. Как слышно?
Wait for it. Now.
Пехота под огнем.
Another convoy destroyed. We've captured an officer this time. According to what he said, there is a large mechanized brigade stationed nearby, and it has been alerted.
Как насчет шахнуть?
It sounds like an attempt to frighten us, but if this is true, we need to be gone before they arrive, or we won't see the morning.
Don't worry, the engineers will soon be
Пехота
here.
на связи. Какие ваши указания?
These teams are replenished. And we have extra supplies at the back if we need them. Does mean pulling my troops off the defensive line. Those supplies will burn through pretty quickly.
Это огневая поддержка.
More trucks on their way. Pretty keen to get up here.
The enemy group on the left flank is retreating.
Ну что, шахнем?
It doesn't look like retreating to me.
Пехота, по нам работают.
Right, we have another attack coming from the other side. Let's peel these guys out.
Отделение поддержки.
His ammo looks good.
Быстрее!
These guys are going to resupply from the other dump so that our allies still have ammo.
My guys report that they've observed enemy activity around us. They seem to be regrouping and preparing fire support positions. Their next assault will certainly be better prepared than their previous attempts, and we might not be facing simple conscripts anymore.
Погнали!
Going to pull my VDV units out just for a resupply.
Armored vehicles approaching the right flank. Fire at will. Don't let them pass.
Не останавливаться!
We're going to charge with armor.
Есть кто-то?
They've got line of sight of us from that angle. And these guys don't have line of sight. It's not the best position there for my ATGM.
Десант, работаем по врагу. Чёрт, стали!
Yeah, we're taking unnecessary losses. Let's pull back. Slinging grenades over the tree line.
Пехота, под обстрелом! Голубые береты на связи. Хороший дом для
I'm not sure where to put these guys to keep them safe and be effective. Their anti-tank weapons are a little bit too short for my liking, and the Metis has no line of sight where he was, so let's put him here. But now all the armor's gone, so that was kind of useless. Let's pull him back with our allies. They seem to be in an effective position.
Отделение поддержки под огнем. Всё,
We just have to grind them down now. there's an APC there. Just missed him with an ATGM. Our troops are resupplied. Get back to your positions. Be good if the engineers would get here. Well, the second wave of helicopters, I mean. Comes a wave of APCs and trucks. It looks like there's an APC on patrol in the background and he's just drawing ATGM fire but dodging it quite effectively. This side doesn't stand a chance. Very good line of sight here. It's just the supplies I'm worried about. I need to keep my allies restocked as well. We have no option for that yet. Yeah, I think we are still waiting for the engineers to arrive.
The second wave is en route. Hold tight.
Burning through ammunition.
Left flank repelled.
Пехота ждет указаний.
I need to reposition them to get resupplied.
Меняем ППД.
They lost a man.
Десант готов.
Commander, the second wave transporting the assault engineers has arrived. Transport helicopters are also available to call reinforcements and bring supplies.
Okay, the engineers are here. We can try and get into the reactor room, or the control room.
Беги, Лола, беги.
And we have supplies. Let's call in some help. Pausing the game here while we have a look at what's available. The MI8. What will I bring? I think I will bring 2 VDV DS. 2 of those. Spetsnaz. A grenade launcher. And not enough space there for another team. So we'll bring that one in. On this side. Then we'll do a repeat of that on the other side. But I might bring a Metis and an Igla. No room for the Igla. Let's put them over this side too. This side struggles the most, I think. We need some supplies for this line. They're pretty strong. But our allies need some supplies. And that's all the points we can spend. It costs a lot to bring stuff in on this mission because you need to keep the helicopters as part of your budget. You have to leave yourself a buffer.
Вертушки на приеме.
So 2 helicopters with infantry for the right side and supplies for the left. We want to fly low.
We've reached the blast doors of the control room. 20 centimeters of tempered steel and reinforced concrete. That's serious business.
Ouch.
How long will it take? We have a full mechanized brigade coming our way, and we won't be able to hold them off for long.
We're in the same boat here. We're on it, and we can't work faster, so we'll let you know when it's done, okay?
This might take a while. Keep the enemy as far away from the nuclear power plant as possible until they can access the control room and shut down both reactors. I'm sending a third wave of reinforcements with our reserves. They should arrive in a few minutes.
We also can't afford to lose helicopters because we need them all available all the time. Let's pick these up and bring them over for us. And I'm going to set up backline and try and set up some better scouting.
Принял, выдвигаемся. Спецгруппа ждет ваших указаний.
Hold your fire. Let's put them somewhere where they can spot an advancing enemy. But ideally somewhere where they also won't get killed. That seems like a pretty good spot here. Got the extra grenade team and the extra ATGM on this side. Got the other Spetsnaz as well. I might put him on the other side. It's a bit more risky here though. First helicopter's almost out. We've picked up the supplies. Let's relocate them over here. Drop them right there. The other chopper has dropped off its supplies. We need to extract it. We got him. Another hit like that would be great. We dropped off 3,000 kilos of supplies. That should last that side a fair while. This chopper needs to extract. And once they're out, we'll get a decent refund. Spread the infantry out, and we'll leave 2 in reserve.
Enemies attacking the left flank. Hold your positions. Give them hell.
Uh-oh, we've got another chopper coming in. Make sure he's low.
Enemies attacking the left flank. Hold your positions. Give them hell.
Losing a helicopter is very expensive.
HQ
You lose the points.
units. The next wave is approaching the landing zone. Confirm visual.
What the hell? They're flying towards the enemy. Break right, break right.
What's going on over here? Had a navigation error.
Sons of bitches, they shut down the helicopter.
You don't want to lose a helicopter because you lose access to it, so you have to wait for it to recharge, and you lose all the points. So it is very painful. And we need them to just be constantly ferrying in. Right, our reinforcement troops have arrived. It looks like our grenade team's under some serious pressure.
The last wave of paratroopers was dropped near the power plant. The helicopters are returning to base for repairs, and we'll come back to support you as soon
we
as
lost him.
possible.
Damn.
Good luck.
Damn. Looks like we're left without air cover once again.
Did we use all those supplies
Suck it
already?
up and drive on, I guess. We're starting to face armored vehicles with heavy weapons. These are Vilkas from the Iron Wolves Brigade, one of the best trained Lithuanian mechanized units. Without armored vehicles of our own, we won't be able to resist much longer.
Understood. We have a pair of Mi-26 available at the base. We can airlift you armored reinforcements. What's the most pressing need on the battlefield right now?
What do we want? I want some mortars.
Roger that.
I could've
Reinforcements will be arriving shortly. Stand by for the package.
Either I didn't drop off the supplies properly, Spetsnaz are in trouble, or we burned through them. Anyway, we have more coming on.
The situation in the area of operation is becoming more complicated. A column of Latvian armored vehicles has crossed the border and is moving in your direction. They should arrive on your right flank shortly.
Ah, it's a lucky day, apparently. Look, Lithuania, Latvia, the only one missing is Estonia for a Baltic royal flush. Guys, get your RPGs ready. All eyes on the right flank. The fun's about to start there.
We have spare supplies, so I'm just going to relocate them to the back line and get the chopper off the field. It's wasted points if we don't do anything with it. I have artillery on the way, so I'm going to set up a position for them to have supplies.
have been delivered. Good luck, guys.
Let's send to this side and to the other side. And then when they're out of ammo, they can relocate to this position here where the supply dump will be.
Oh shit, they brought mortars with them.
Spetsnaz is safe as long as they don't open fire. Be able to keep an eye on them. We've got artillery fire from a mortar system. Fortunately, we have our own mortar system. We might need to get closer to put out some counter battery fire. Frontline troops are getting chewed up. Retreat. Drop smoke and run. These guys, we need smoke cover. Those guys have the range on us, and they have eyes on us. Smoke cover's on its way. I neglected the Igla. This is expensive. It's a nearly empty chopper coming in with some Igla, but we need them ASAP. Get these ones off the field, wasting points. The mortar systems are close enough. Let's take fire. Should be pretty accurate.
Now they're coming in with mortars on the left flank.
We're sustained losses. Get out of the building and resupply. Left flank's in trouble, but we have ATGMs on that side. I just can't afford for that mortar to hit our supply dump. Okay, we've ranged him in. Good hits. We also need some artillery support on this side. Where is he? Nope, he's there. Oh, they hit the supply dump on this side. That is not good. But it was in a pretty dangerous place. So that's kind of expected.
Well, that wasn't easy. It's too early to relax. You need to prepare for the next attack.
We're dropping off the Igla.
You guys know what to do.
Well-timed drop. Get them off the field. Get the points back. Get in the building, everyone's resupplied.
That attack is also losing momentum on the left flank. That was close. Damn mortars. One black hawk down. Good job, guys. Блять. Is it the Lithuanian-Latvian military cooperation day or what? It looks like we're taking on both their entire armies in one fell swoop. What's the situation in the power plant? How much longer we're gonna have to hold these damn positions?
We've just breached into the control room and cleared it. It's only a matter of minutes now to trigger the automatic shutdown.
Great news. We'll fire up the engines of the helicopter for the evacuation. Tell me when the shutdown is in effect, and I'll send them.
Let's hope they don't get lost this time. How hard it is to aim for the big building with the big pipes sticking out, huh?
We've taken significant losses on this side, losing the supply dump, and we are in the sight of a SEM. Was it a man pad, maybe? VDV need to retreat.
Things are calming down. Did they finally give up? That would surprise me. And I don't like it.
We may be able to save that unit.
Artillery! Take cover!
Oh shit, they're outside the map.
Preparing.
No, we lost the supply dump.
The power plant. I'm sure they won't risk using heavy artillery near it.
Yeah, we need to retreat. Full retreat.
Engineers, have you heard? We need to evacuate.
Run for your lives.
Done yet?
Not yet.
I've got no way to get them out.
Shutdown failed.
No choppers on station to be able to lift them out.
Into the core. The control rods are stuck halfway through and refuse to go down.
What? Are you joking me? If If you don't shut down the reactors in time, I swear we will leave you here.
Listen, it's not my fault this place hasn't seen any maintenance since the days of Brezhnev. Give us another 5 minutes, and we'll go to the reactor room to make the rats go down the hard way.
What do you mean the hard way? Blowing this place up with us nearby is not part of the plan. Don't do anything stupid.
Well, we'll find out at the first kiss of my circular zone. These damn controllers. Engineers out.
Things are rapidly deteriorating. We are retreating, but we have the enemy hot on our heels. Managed to shoot down a Black Hawk. And a second one. We got that Eagle team in just in time. We have an allied one there. And they are following us with a creeping barrage, it seems. Readjusting to try and land hits on our retreat. We have reinforcements. Drop them off and set up a back line. Get the choppers in and out as quick as possible. It's too dangerous to send it over there to try and help the retreating soldiers. We risk losing it. This retreat has made it back to their fallback position, but they're in bad state. We have infantry hot on our heels. No doubt their armoured support soon to follow. It's a high risk drop here. We're going to try and drop it just behind this building to try and resupply all of our troops as well as our allies. We run the risk of losing this supply dump. Send an ATGM team over there to provide some flanking fire from the forest. And we also need smoke cover. When the Scimitars get here, that will be the test. Just not making enough points. I need to put my artillery to better use. Full smoke barrage, give us some cover from all of those vehicles charging our position. Black Hawk down. We're sending these half-empty choppers. It's just not efficient. Picking these supplies up. We need to get out of here. It's too late. I was going to move those supplies, but I can't risk losing the chopper. Another line, but this time high explosive shells. Shorten it up a bit. Oh, they hit the supply dump. It was expected. We could use some smoke cover on this side. I think we may have lost our... No, we just used all those supplies that had dropped off. They're in better state now. I can't really tell how much it costs at a glance to resupply and rearm. It seems that 4,000 kilos is not enough. Effective artillery fire. Need to pull the VDV Spetsnaz back. We need more supplies, but this will be an extremely high-risk drop. Oh no! We just got hit by an ATGM on our artillery position. That means they can see us.
First reactor has been shut down. We're moving to the second.
Great work. The method is a bit unconventional, but it's the result that matters. Carry on.
My father used to tell me, if violence doesn't
Alright, they're bringing the artillery to bear. And we're being hit from two sides. These guys are done for. We need to run. That position's not tenable. And we lost the chopper. Yeah, it was high risk. I acknowledge that. Let's reposition this artillery fire here. More smoke on this side. I mean, we're doing a pretty good job of defending despite them coming from all angles. Just want the vehicles to have their range taken away. The smoke screen is perfect for that. So they have to drive through it to see us. Then we can bring our RPGs and things to bear. We're going to lose that position. This chopper's at an extremely high amount of danger. You need to drop it and get the hell out of there. Just keep dumping those flares. A few more ATGMs would be super useful. We'll dump them there at the reactor, I think. Retreat the artillery, they're too close to the front line. Smoke cover has diminished and dissipated. It's not looking good though. Give those guys a break. Let them recover from their morale shock. Replenish their numbers. We have enough for one more drop, I think, before they breach into our perimeter. Our artillery are almost out of smoke, but we're going to put it down here.
What's this? Good news from you? Shit, I can't believe my ears. Get ready to evacuate. We'll cover you.
We're using high explosive on that battle line. There is a lot going on. Let's provide some smoke cover for these helicopters that are about to arrive. We have enough time, as I said, for one more drop. These guys are really just going to provide extraction cover. The engineers are aboard. We have 5 smoke shells left.
The engineers have been successfully evacuated. Battalion, prepare your troops. You go with the next wave. Commander, continue to defend the perimeter.
We're the last to leave.
Will evacuate last.
We just have to put down heaps of smoke and just hope we can live. The defensive line is broken, shattered upon the armor of the enemy. Just gonna chill with our friends while they extract. They almost lost their chopper. Hopefully he can get away without taking a man-pad. Oh no, the evac zone is taking artillery fire. We're running towards the supply dump. I don't think that's a wise idea. Saw that coming from a mile away.
Your turn, Commander. Bring
They better get here soon because we are completely surrounded. I have no smoke, so I'm just going to have to put down suppressive fire. We lost an artillery.
The last transport helicopters are arriving. The zone is hot, so you will only have 1 minute to mount up.
Oh, they've got us ranged in with artillery, and I don't have the time to try and dial it in. I could try to find them with the attack choppers, but I'm better off just pushing back.
The helicopters are in position. You got 1 minute, Commander. Hurry up! All the infantry is here. Get in the choppers and let's head back to base.
We don't want to push the envelope too far.
Back to the base. There is no more equipment left to load. Commander lost them all.
What? I didn't lose anything. I lost 1 artillery piece. Don't be spreading misinformation about my ability. I had no control over the choppers that were lost. It's a cool mission, I like it. Victory, we managed to snag the silver medal. The KD ratio coming down every mission. We are down to a 2 KD. Not bad, we did a good job I think. Make sure you hit the like button, hit subscribe, and you will see the next video very shortly. Commander Tyrael, out.